Hey guys, so my name is Trey Brooks. I'm here with Dr. Steven. Dr. Steven is a private lender of mine who worked on a deal with me previously, and I just want to get a quick testimonial from him to kind of, go over what the deal was, how it went for him, and what his experience was.
First of all, thank you, Trey. Trey approached me as we've had mutual friends that I have done some hard money lending for in the past, and Trey knew about that, and so he approached me saying, I have a deal that I would like to present to you. He sent me a very nice presentation that talked about what the deal would be, what the deal structure would be, what my commitment as a lender would be, and what the anticipated return on investment would be. And based on all those things, I chose to move forward with funding the deal.
And what do you think was the overall experience or the process of working together for that deal?
Well, I will say this, Trey, you are extremely professional. And that is very important to me because I am business when it comes to business. And I work really hard for my money. So when I'm gonna, loan it out, I want to make sure I get my money back. I want to make sure that I'm informed when, as the construction progresses, which you were giving me photos as we progressed. You kept me abreast of anything that went sideways, which anytime you do construction, things go sideways. Right. So you kept me informed with that. And you also, the whole way were extremely professional, and I felt like I was in the know the whole time. So I felt like my investment was sound. And one of the things I really liked about doing business with you is that, I felt like although I was investing, call it, nearly $300,000, that my company's name was on the deed of the house. So I felt like it was a safe investment for me because I knew you had already looked at the comps. You shared those comps with me. And because you had shared those comps with me, I knew the investment that I was making was a protected investment. It wasn't an investment that I was going to lose money on, because God forbid, even if something went sideways, I knew I could sell the house for more than I had in it. So right, okay. I felt like it was a great investment, that I was informed the whole way, and that you were extremely professional throughout the whole process.
Awesome, thank you. I appreciate that.
Sure.
So before we did the deal, what made you more comfortable going forward?
Well, I mean, listen, I've known you for a while, and both as professionally and personally. And one thing I know about you is that you take your craft seriously, just like I do. And I know that somebody may look at you and say, wow, he's young. He doesn't have 30 years of experience. Well, that's not what is important to me. I've worked with people with 30 years of experience who don't have the professionalism that you have. So it was extremely important to me to work with someone who I felt was professional, who had integrity, and who was simply trying to do the right thing for the people who will buy the house, for the legal team that was involved in the transaction, and for me as as the person who was funding the deal.
Okay. Was there anything unexpected that happened during the deal?
Well, listen, the only thing that was unexpected, it was that the real estate market slowed down a little bit. So it was a little bit of a slower turn for us. Mm-hmm. And we were hoping to have it done by 4 months. Maybe it took 5.5 months. I mean, that was really the only thing that was unexpected. Granted, as the person doing the hard money lending, it was fine with me, but right. Because I made more interest. But, for you, that was the only thing unexpected. And we weren't to know, how were we to know that interest rates would continue to go up and that the real estate market might slow down a little bit. I mean, it slowed down by maybe 45 days. So it wasn't like it was a 4-month or 5-month extension on what we thought the payback would be. But that was the only thing that was a little sideways, but everything else, it was handled, and I made more money, so I wasn't really complaining.
So going forward, I know that my plan is to do more deals like this. Who do you think this type of investment is good for?
Well, listen, I think this type of investment could be good for anybody who maybe has $50,000 to invest up to $500,000 to invest, or more, depending on the properties that you're looking to do. I know the ones that we've worked on together have been fast turns, mm-hmm. and turns that you're able to say, hey, listen, this is going to be between a 4 and a 6 month window, and in that amount of time, you're going to make X number of dollars based on the amount of money that you're lending. And of course, then your house, your money is protected by the deed of the home. Right. I mean, to me, I don't think you can find a safer investment. That's the way I feel about it.
In conclusion, would you recommend another investor working with me? Do you think that this would be a good opportunity for other investors?
Yeah, listen, I mean, hard money lending is something that a lot of people want to get into, and choosing your customer, and that's really what I'm doing, is choosing my customer. You're the customer of our company, so choosing your customer well and vetting your customer is extremely important. And the answer to the question that you ask is absolutely. If someone has money that they want to invest, you invest it in somebody that's proven that they can do it. I always tell my team, if you want to be successful, we need to do what successful people are doing. And fortunately for you, you've been extraordinarily successful in the real estate space. You've been extraordinarily successful in procuring deals and finding the right deals, because the money is made in the beginning.
Right.
When you make the deal in the beginning, that's where the money's really made. And I think you just have a real knack for knowing the right neighborhoods. You have a knack for knowing the right properties to buy, the ones that we know we can turn around fast. Right. And then obviously you make your money as the lender. I make my money, and then somebody's getting a really nice home. Right. That's not something that's just patching up and selling. You're selling somebody a good product, and I feel good about that.
Thank you, Dr. Steve. That means a lot. So I appreciate that. Thank you for doing this.
Absolutely.
Dr. Steve, like I said, it was a pleasure working with you. I hope that we can do more deals. And like I said, I really appreciate you taking the time out and doing this video for me. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for having me. And certainly, thanks for keeping us in mind for future deals. It's really been a pleasure, and I look forward to working with you more in the future.
Awesome.
Cool.